You heard me right. We'll match your first bet with $500 worth of chips for you to use here at Cloverfield Casino. And with the recent invasion of demonic entities, we are willing to give out free tickets to our new and well-established passion project, the Cloverpit. An exclusive and intimate one-on-one experience. Nothing but you and the slots. Cloverfield Casino is not responsible for death, hallucinations, physical injury of any kind, demonic possession, addiction, self-harm, stress, pain, hatred.
Alright, let's go gambling! You know, if there's one thing you can count on in this world, it's that these guys are gonna put in the work. Every time. You know, if I had a dime every time I talked about any roguelike game based around gambling, I would have 2 dimes. Which really isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Cloverpit is currently only a demo, and the full version is planned to be released sometime this year, which amazes me, because even in its early state, Cloverpit is an extremely interesting game. It's super fun and of course very addicting. You are able to create your own amazing builds and turn the odds in your favor with the lucky charms provided to you. You know, basic roguelite stuff. But the most interesting thing to me about this game is the atmosphere and the tone. When you start the game, Cloverpit just kind of throws you into this creepy looking room with nothing but a slot machine and a coin collector to pay off your debt. Oh, and a place to relieve yourself, of course. I can pee! And at first, that's fine and dandy. I mean, what more could you need? But the longer I played the game, the more I began to look around the room and start to question what was really happening here. That question then led me to pick up on things during the normal cycle of gameplay. For instance, the phone. You see, in Cloverpit you are given deadlines that you must muster up the coinage for by gambling the same money they are expecting from you. If you fail to provide the necessary funds, you are dropped to your death and forced to start again, right from the beginning. However, if you succeed, you receive a telephone call, which provides you with the choice of one of 3 permanent buffs that will assist your run. So right now you're probably like, okay, well, why does that interest you so much? It's a basic mechanic in all roguelike games, they just happen to make it a phone call. Well, the reason it interests me so much is because if you actually read the names of the perks, as well as the text being spoken by the person on the other end of the call, you will see that every time you pick up this phone, you're exchanging some kind of dialogue with this mysterious person, who even the strange voice that's trapped you here admits to not knowing. I'm unsure as to who this person may be, but I'm sure the full release will provide more clues as to who it may be. Well, the phone is not the only piece of this strange room that struck out to me. I noticed that before we even began our run, there were empty beer bottles and burnt cigarettes at our desk, insinuating someone was here before us. That would make sense considering this is a pretty elaborate room just to contain one person. That's not all, there's also this strange container of flesh beneath our slot machine, and finally the most telling clue of them all in my opinion, these 2 magazines over here. In my mind, this is trying to signal some sort of demonic takeover. To further cement this idea, there's something that our slot machine has that I don't think most slot machines come with. Oh my god. Yeah, something is definitely going on. Let me remind you that all of these details that got me speculating like this are just from the demo. The actual game itself is promising to have multiple endings, so I cannot wait to see what all of these clues actually mean. Games like Cloverpit are why I have been siding with indie games more and more and pushing against AAA studios. While Rockstar is spending $2 billion in production costs to make GTA 6, two guys with a vision came together and made an interesting and exciting experience, which I absolutely adore and cannot wait to be fully released. Of course, no shade to GTA. And there you have it, that's Cloverpit, another fantastic indie game that is pulling me closer and closer to gambling addiction. Sorry if I sounded dead while recording this, I was sick when I was recording it. I feel a lot better now. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Drink your water. And